Okay, hello everyone. Clarke Towson here. I'm the CEO of INTJ Billing. It's been about 5 days since I last made a video, so apologies for the lack of videos over the last 5 days, but I've been moving. So I've moved from City Garden condos to Centric C. Centric C is closer to Soy 6, which is where I want to do some new videos over. I'll be here for was it 2 months in this location. So close to the Soy 6, easy access to Soy 6 and to the people in that environment. So today's video, though, what I wanted to talk about was what does INTJ Billing and myself, Clarke Towson, what do we stand for? So I've got a list here that I'd like to go through about some of the things that I stand for. What do I believe? What does INTJ Billing believe? What is the promise that I'm making to people of this service that I'm pioneering over here in Pattaya, Thailand? What expectations should you have of myself and of INTJ Billing? So I just wanted to go through some of those today. So number one, censorship resistant payments. So that's the most important thing about this service that I'm pioneering, right? That's the whole purpose of it. Offering the entertainment industry, the nightlife industry here in Pattaya, Thailand, censorship resistant payments. So money can get through to the girls utilizing Bitcoin and Bitcoin Lightning Network and my service, right? Number two, Bitcoin is for everyone. One of the purposes of all these videos, and that's my company's slogan, Bitcoin is for everyone, to highlight Bitcoin's neutrality and to highlight that it is for everyone. And that includes sex workers who traditionally have been excluded from many payment systems, payment providers. They've had a history of being debanked and a history of trouble when it comes to financial institutions. Number three, equality for LGBTQIA plus people. Right? Number four, doing work that matters for people that care. So this work that I'm doing, there's a small audience for it, right? That you can see by the number of viewers that I've got here on YouTube. I don't have a whole lot of subscribers. I'm sure over time, the number of subscribers will go up as more people realize the importance of BTC Pay and the importance of censorship-resistant payment system for the nightlife industry. So doing the work that matters for the people that care, and of course, the people that care are the sex workers themselves and their clients. And of course, the sex workers at the moment don't know that they care, right? So part of my role is to increase the level of consciousness to the people that I'm looking to serve, right? Number six, doing the right thing by my clients in an area of work where the regulations are in flux. So obviously, Bitcoin is new technology, even though it's been around since 2008, 2009. Cryptocurrency, this whole new financial system that is being built, it is still very, very new. All right, so we have to understand that the regulations are in flux, right? They're changing, they're being updated to reflect new technology. I mean, look at BTC Pay, for example, allowing anyone to be their own bank, anyone to be their own payment processing company. The regulations simply are not there when it comes to the power that software like BTC Pay offers to people, right? The regulations didn't take into account that their software would come along at a particular point in time and empower anyone to be their own bank and their own payment provider, right? So I think we're entering an era of, it's an era where there is, I won't say it's going to be a battle, but there are issues when it comes to this, right? Because the regulations didn't anticipate the power that BTC Pay and software like it offers to the end user business, right? Yeah. Number 7, being reliable. Number 8, being trustworthy and trusted by my clients, right? Trust is a huge factor when it comes to payments, especially when it comes to pioneering payments within a red light area, right? Number 9, being trusted by the bar managers and the bar owners here in Pattaya, Thailand. It's important that I be trusted amongst the bar owners and the bar managers, that they know me, they understand what I'm doing, they understand the reasons why I'm doing it, and they understand the service that I'm offering. Right? Number 10, being trusted by the sex workers here in Pattaya, that I'm going to do right by them, right? So this is an important one. In my time here in Pattaya, Thailand, there was a video that I made when I went down to Soy 6 with Ladyboy Oi, and we tried to get a number of ladyboys onto this service. And of course, their guards were up, and there was reluctance and hesitation there. I think that over time, so what I've found that's happened over time as I've stayed in this environment, and I'm continuing to be seen in this environment, wearing the BTC Pay t-shirt, wearing the Bitcoin Lightning Network t-shirt, being seen around that area, people see that, okay, I'm here, I've been here for a long time, or a lot longer than most tourists stay here in Pattaya, Thailand, and people realize, okay, this guy is here for a different reason, right? And I know that they're realizing this because the incoming messages that I'm receiving on Facebook highlight that, right? Highlight that. And that's messages from the workers themselves, right? And a bit of a backtrack, or a bit of a story. Back in 2014, a well-known Thailand vlogger in Bangkok, I actually went and met him at his condo, and he gave me some advice, and it was really pivotal. It was a key piece of advice. He said, look, Clarke, every interaction with the Thai contains the seeds of an economic transaction. And what he meant by that was anytime us Frangs interact with the Thais, the economic transaction is us Frangs paying the Thais for a service that they're providing. Now, with this service that I'm pioneering, the problem that I've had is the sex workers continuously contact me, and they see me as a client, or they have seen me as a client. So they start with their marketing and advertising material, right? Trying to hook me in so that I'll go see them and pay for their sexual services. So I've taken a leaf out of their book, and what I've done is I've made up a series of advertisements, and those advertisements, every time they contact me, I send one of those advertisements back to them. Now, it doesn't matter if they are confused by this, or if they think, what is this? Or, that they weren't expecting that, and so on. What's important is I'm planting that seed in their mind, right? That, okay, Clarke Towson is here for a different purpose. He's doing something different. He's here to help. And I've come up with a whole lot of slogans, and the marketing and advertising material goes directly to the workers, even though I don't think it's a great idea, because I've failed before trying to engage the workers to get them on my platform, that I need to work with the bar owners and managers. I still think it's important to send them marketing material back to them. As soon as they contact me, looking at me as a potential customer, I send them the marketing material back to them, so they know that I also see them as a potential customer. All right, very, very important. Now, that's something that I didn't think of doing before. It's only because I'm exposed to this environment here that that I came up with that idea. All right. Yeah. Number 10, being trusted by the sex workers. Sorry, I said that one. Number 11, being trusted to set up Bitcoin hot wallets for all the sex workers in Soy 6 Pattaya. That's an important one. Obviously, I need to be able to set up the custodial and the non-custodial Bitcoin wallets for all the sex workers in Soy 6. That requires a level of trust. not just with the workers themselves, but with the bar owners and the bar managers. Number 12, empowering the bars, the sex workers and their clients to engage in censorship-resistant payments using my company's INTJ Billings BTC Pay server, and also to do it independently of INTJ Billings. So they've got that option. If something happens to me, if something happens to my company, they've still got the Bitcoin hot wallets on their phone. So it's a combination of the BitPay hot wallet on their phone and the wallet that I've got, the wallets that I set up for them on my company's server. Number 13, fast payment processing time when exchanging Bitcoin to fiat currency. So that's a big part of the service. Obviously, the Thais want Thai baht. They don't specifically want Bitcoin, right? But it's the utilizing the Bitcoin Lightning Network, the rails, in order to get them that censorship-resistant payment. Number 14, being first, being pioneering, leading the way on this important new technology. Obviously, you can see by my work here on YouTube that I am first in this location in Pattaya, Thailand, in Soi 6, the first Bitcoin Lightning Network exchange, first Lightning Network specific exchange within Soi 6, right? So it's a pioneering thing. I'm not going to get everything right because that's a part of pioneering. So there are some things I've gotten right. There are some things that I've gotten wrong. Where I get things wrong, I adjust and I keep moving forward. Leading the way, that's a big part of this. Number 15, showing people what can be achieved when someone that cares, right? Someone that cares, that's me. I care, all right? Someone that cares and has the skills, knowledge, experience, and technology sets up a business, enters into a frontier marketplace and offers services to the people within that frontier marketplace. Pattaya, Thailand, Soi 6, frontier marketplace, right? Number 16, helping more women get into Bitcoin. Women are underrepresented within Bitcoin, and what I'm doing has the potential to help at least 500 women in the Soi 6 environment, probably up to 1,000 or more if I really get things right. All right. Number 17, to empower the bars to have our own payment system and company, to make the bars, the bar owners, my partners, essentially, and make sure that when I earn, they earn. So part of the service is, it's very important that the bar owners and managers trust me, trust INTJ Billing, trust what I'm doing. And I figured that to build a trusted service and to work with the owners and managers, I should make them my partners, right? What does that mean? It means that when I get paid, they should get paid, right? Small part of each transaction, so that there's something in it for both of us. Number 18, to help raise the level of consciousness about BTC Pay Server, Bitcoin, the Bitcoin Lightning Network, and what's possible. That is what the purpose of these videos, this series of videos has been about, right? To really show people what is possible utilizing BTC Pay and this highly empowering technology. One thing I'll say, when you go to btcpay.org, note that it is .org. It's not .com, .org. And that's when you find an open source project that is set up as an organization, right? You know that the profit motive is not specifically the number one important thing, like when it comes to a commercial company. So I guess that's the key takeaway message about that is that for people within this environment is BTC Pay Server is empowering technology. It's set up as an organization in order to do what's best by everyone, right? Very, very important. Okay, so number 19, to help educate the Thais about it as well, as frustrating as that is, obviously, the level that I'm on is a lot higher than the Thais when it comes to my education, my experience in technology, all that sort of stuff. I have become a bit frustrated when dealing with the Thais. You know, just some of the things that come up, I just see, just simple stuff, right? I'm here in a new condo. It's just some of the simplest. So before I exited my last condo, 3 weeks before I left, I thought, all right, I'm going to plan ahead. I'm going to get a new condo because I do have to leave my old condo. Found a place here, Eccentric C. I signed a lease. Signed a lease. It's my name, signed it, put down a deposit. Then, before I moved here, I left 1 day spare, right? So I had my old condo and I had this condo. I had the whole day, so I didn't have to rush. Right? Of course, I got here. I thought, no, I'm going to turn up. I'm not going to bring all my stuff in. I'm going to turn up first and get the key, just in case something goes wrong. Well, of course, something did go wrong. I got here and said, you know, I'd like to move in. They said, oh, it's too early. You have to come back at 2 o'clock. Said to the lady, I said, look, the woman said 3 weeks ago that I could turn up early and I could move in early. No, wouldn't allow it. All right. So I come back at 2 o'clock. And of course, at that point, the lady's calling her assistant. Her assistant wasn't there. And that's the person who rented me the condo, the assistant, right? So she gives the phone to me and she says, oh, I'm very sorry, sir, but the condo is not available. I'm like, I signed a lease though. I put down a deposit to make sure that's the purpose of the deposit, right? And the purpose of signing the lease, right? What's going on? Oh, I'm very sorry, but I have another condo that you can lease. So, all right. And here we are. So I'm up on the 30th floor at Centric C. It's not the condo that I originally leased, but there are things like that. And then having to go up and down to get paperwork and to get copies of the lease and copies of this and that. I mean, I guess the point is that it can be very frustrating. So just with that small office downstairs, I see so many ways utilizing technology that service could be improved, right? So wherever I am around here in Thailand, I'm looking around thinking, oh, that's too bureaucratic. That could be improved with this technology or that technology. I'm constantly thinking of this sort of stuff within this environment. Number 20, to be a Rolls-Royce solution / service. This goes back to a comment by a doctor of computer science, that's someone higher level than myself, who told me, he said, Clarke, look, you're providing a Rolls-Royce service to your clients. That's when I was working in government. And when I was moved to I wasn't moved to a different work area. I was still in supercomputing, but I was told I wasn't specifically allowed to continue operating my Rolls-Royce service. And of course, the clients got pissed off. What's going on? Where's Clarke? How come Clarke's not here? And so on. Well, as I had to explain to them, look, I'm very sorry, but according to high-level management, I've been offering you and the rest of you a Rolls-Royce service that is too good. So I've had to step back. So they got all pissed off. Just really makes you think, right? But that Rolls-Royce service, there's nobody telling me that I can't offer it here to the sex workers and to their clients and to the bars and bar managers and owners within the Soy 6 environment, right? So I've got nobody above me who can tell me, Clarke, you can't do that within my company, right? So that's a good thing. So the Rolls-Royce service will continue over here, right? Number 21, to have the payment system survive in the event of another military coup. And if this ever happens, to shine a light on this work to a broader audience, to say, this is how we won. Of course, Thailand has a history of military coups. And who knows what might happen with payment companies, Western Union, TransferWise, all these different payment companies, banks, who knows what might go on. What we do know is if shit does hit the fan and all those sex workers in Soy 6, clients of INTJ billing, well, payments will continue to go through to them, right? Yeah. Number 22, being a trusted person to keep a watchful eye over Soy 6 when it comes to Bitcoin. Very important to me. So that people within the environment, owners and managers, can look at my work here on YouTube, can compare other people's solutions to my work, my solution, and can reach out, contact me and say, hey, Clarke, what do you think of this? What do you think of this guy? Or what do you think of that guy? Okay. Do you think this guy's any good? Do you think that guy's any good? That solution that they've put on the table, do you think that's right for us or not right for us? All that sort of stuff. Very important. Number 23, to empower more transgender people on film to be seen and heard from in novel and unexpected ways, right? Know that with this series of videos, Bitcoin is for everyone. I've worked with Ladyboy Oi, who has been fantastic in making videos with me. It's been great working with her. And that's very different kind of work than what she's used to doing, working at Coyote Bar as a bar hostess, right? So I think it's important for to create opportunities for transgender people and to empower them to do this kind of work. Number 24, to do things that the other payment providers wouldn't dream of doing, right? So what's an example of this? Okay, well, how about cash deliveries direct to the bar girls, right? Over, from a motorcycle taxi driver. Right? How about something like that? Okay, so bar girl receives Bitcoin to a hot wallet on INTJ billings infrastructure. I convert it into Thai baht. And let's say she wants it as cash. And let's say something happens with Western Union. I can't create an MTCN and she needs to pick up the cash from me. Well, how about I put that in an envelope and give it to a trusted motorcycle taxi driver and have it delivered directly to her at her workplace. That's a Rolls-Royce service. Now, some might say, Clarke, you're crazy. That's insane. But that's just one idea about how an amazing service can be offered to the girls when there's a new company involved, when there's a new pioneering service that has been set up, where we don't have the bureaucracy and the layers of management and all the people above who would say, no, you can't do that because, right? Yeah. Now, this service that I'm offering is a branded service. INTJ Billing is my company, and the service is unique and unprecedented. If you look around Pattaya, okay, my company is the only company within this space offering such a service. If I was to open a bar, for example, there are a large number of bars, many hundreds of bars here in Pattaya. If I was to open a bar, that would be a commodity service. Be selling commodity products and services. So selling alcohol and sexual services, you can get that anywhere and everywhere here in Pattaya, Thailand. What you can't get is a company that's offering Bitcoin Lightning Network specific and Bitcoin on-chain specific services to the red light industry. There's only one player, that's me, that's my company. Okay? That's all I really wanted to discuss in this video. All the best, everyone. I'm Clarke Towson, CEO of INTJ Billing.